Okay, so I forgot to show you how to subdivide your mesh at render time so that it looks nice and smooth. So let me get back into Maya real quick. Let me zoom in on her shoes. Her shoes look nice and smooth right now. But that's only because I pressed smooth on my keyboard. So if I render this, that's weird. I've never had it. Maybe Maya's gotten smarter. So smoothed actually does smooth it in the render time. So maybe that makes it easier. If for some reason it doesn't and you need to smooth your mesh at render time, here's what you need to do. You need to make sure the mental ray is active first. And then you go to Window, Rendering Editors, Mental Ray, Approximation Editor. And then in the subdivisions, polygons, and subd surfaces section, you'll just click with your mesh selected or meshes selected. You'll click Create. Okay. If you already have created one, which I have, it looks like, created a couple of them, then you can just select one of these here and assign it to the mesh. One of these will work for all of the meshes in your scene. The only problem with using one of these for all the meshes in the scene is they're all going to get treated the same. Now, I assigned it to the backpack. Let me go to my attribute editor and explain a little bit about what this approximation node does. So I select the mental ray subdiv approx 1, and by default this is going to say parametric, and in divisions is going to be 2. What I recommend is switching this over to spatial and then setting your min divisions to 0, max divisions to, well, nothing more than 7. 5 ought to be plenty. That's how many times it's going to divide each edge of your mesh to create new faces. So this face right here would become 25 faces. So that ought to be plenty. And then it's going to do that based off the length of the edge. Okay, so we're going to tell it to be view dependent. That means the length, this is 1 pixel. So by default, this is going to be set to 0. So you're going to want to up that to 1, and then make sure view dependent is selected. And then when you render it, it's going to be smooth at render time, even if it's not smooth when it's not render time. Okay, so let's look at the backpack here. When I render, it's going to be smooth when it wasn't before. Okay, anyway, that's how you'll smooth at render time.